Hi, I'm Margaret from Margaret's Crafts. I wanted to share with you my knitting and crocheting that I've been doing over the past month. I have no finishes this month, but I have a lot of whips. And I wanted to start off with my my scrappy blanket that I'm crocheting. This is made out of superwash or acrylic. From fingering to worsted. The fingering I just hold double. And I don't have much done. I just did 4 more rows from the socks that I did. These four rows up here. These 2 blue and then these 2 light colored ones. I don't know if they're showing up. And that's what I have done so far. I don't have any more. And that's what I have so far. I'm making this out of, you know, the yarn scraps that I have left over from socks or something that I'm knitting. So I don't have a lot of scraps left over. So it's like when I finish something and then I'll use the scraps in this. So from the time I finished this, I only finished my, socks. 2 pairs of socks and that vest. So that was the yarn that I put into it. And this is doubled. This is the, and this is it doubled. So I'm getting there. It's going to make a nice lap blanket. It makes a nice lap blanket right now. My other blanket that I had been working on, the one for my husband, the horseshoe blanket, that one is worsted held double, so it is just like absolutely too hot to work on. I can't stand to have that even a little bit over my lap with these hot days. Even if we're in the house, the air conditioner, it's just too much. So that had gotten no work done it at all. My next whip that I have that you had seen already is I call it my anthracite wing shawl. It is with the fay wing shawl is the pattern, and I used Red Heart Super Saver Ombre in the anthracite colorway. And so far I have one full ball in, and then I started another one. I'm using a US 8 or 5.0 millimeters. And here's what I have so far. This is the one top end. It is almost my full wingspan right now. Just maybe about 4 inches short from my wingspan, but I still want it to be a little longer before I do the decorative edge on it. And like I said before, I changed mine up. I did double the amount on the tip and double the amount here, which is a 6-row repeat. Then I did a 5-row repeat, then a 4-row, then the called for 3-row, then I went back up to a 4, 5, 6. Now I'm on a 5, and then I'll do a 4, 3, and then I'll probably put the edging on that one. But this is it in the ombre, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. So I am on my 2nd ball now working on it. So still have a lot to do, and then do the edging on it. So that's it. The next two are new starts, which are socks for my husband and myself. And the ones I'm making for my husband I call a Twist of Fate socks. And there is no pattern. I'm just using the, it's called the Twist of Fate stitch. And I just used a regular cuff. I'm going to put a Fish Lips Kiss heel in and then down the foot. The yarn that I'm using is Peyton's North American Croy socks in blue brown marrow. And for the heels, toes, and cuffs, I'm using a Cascade Heritage Solids and charcoal. And right now, on both, I have them long enough to, wait a minute here. Yeah, that one just wasn't stretched out. They're at the heel area now on both of them. And the way I do my heels with my my Fish Lips Kiss heel, when I have a patterned sock that I'm doing, like I have this twisted rib, for the last like an inch on mine, I only do the pattern on the front, and the last bit that's going to be going into the into the heel, I just do a flat pattern so that it goes down into the, it just blends in with the heel a lot better. And that's how I do mine. And that's the pattern. And the next ones that I have is just a vanilla sock that I'm doing for myself. And I'm just doing these as Christmas 2018 socks. And I'm doing the Heritage Yarns, the Cascade Yarns Heritage Prints and Holidays for the body of the foot. And for the heels, toes, and cuffs, I'm using Premier Yarns Socks Serenity in Burgundy. Oh, and by the way, my husband's socks are on a US 2. Or 2.75 millimeters. Mine are a US 1.5 or 2.5 millimeters. And mine are both ready also for the heel. I don't do mine as long as my husband's does his. So I have them both ready. Both socks are here waiting to put the heel in. And that's the Holidays print. And I'm doing the burgundy heel, toes, and cuffs. And that's all of my knitting and crocheting. I did do a little sewing this time, and because I wanted a bag, because I do me and my husband's socks at the same time. I work a little bit on his, a little bit on mine, and to do the socks. So I wanted a bag. I used to have them in 2 separate bags, so I wanted one bag to keep them both in. So I made up this little bag here, and I also made it to put my pins on. I don't have many, but we don't have our shops around here don't carry them, so I'll have to start ordering some. And it's big enough to hold all 6 balls of yarn, a notions pouch, and the 4 socks, and still have room. And it's just a little drawstring. It's not little, it's big enough to hold everything that I need. Okay, so that's all that I've been working on for the past month. Now for a little acquisitions. I did finally make it over to Hobby Lobby for their sale. And of course, when I got there, all they had mainly was bulky left. So I did find a little bit of, sorry about the rattling, this, I don't even know the name because it's covered up. Oh, Sinfonia, and it's 100% cotton, mercerized cotton. And they were $5.99 and I got them for $1.49. I got a pink and a green. So I got 2 balls of those to go in with my cotton yarn. And then they had their Yarn Bee Scrubology white. And this was regular $4.49 and I got it for $1.12. And they had 4 skeins of that. That's what you can mix in with your cotton to do your washcloths, your dishcloths. So I bought all 4 that they had of these. And the only other thing I bought was some new needles. I bought the twist shorty combo. They call them the shorties. And they're made by Chalgu. That's the package. And you get 2 sets of needles and 2 cords with each of these. I bought one in a size 1.5 and the other in the 2 that I do for me and my husband's socks. You get 2 needles, the shorties. You get a 2 2-inch shorties and 2 3-inch shorties. And then you get a 5-inch cable and a 6-inch cable, and then 2 of the tighteners. But what I did was, on my socks, I used the shorties. I did the shorties on my socks. And my socks are done on 72 stitches because I'm a tight knitter. And I use the 2 5-inch cables for those. And then, because I like to do my socks 2 at the same time, so I have them going. I'll do so much on one, so much on the other, till I get to a stopping spot. Then I pick up my husband's socks, and I'll do the same thing on his. Like right now, I'm ready for the heels in both, so I'll go back to mine and put the heels in. And his, I do on an 80 count, 80 stitch. So I was able to use the 6-inch cable on his. So he has his done. I'll do a little review about how I like these so far and how I work with them. Right after this video, I'll show that one. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching my video. Bye.